So I've been with TRU, I'm coming up on 2 years now. I can't even believe it. It's an incredible program. Starting point, I was just looking back on my notes of what's happened over the past 2 years and top line results. I went the first year in TRU, I tripled my billing number. And I am on track to double that number this year. So I've gotten incredible output results from the program. But in terms of my mindset, when I came into the program, of course, our mindset is something that you honestly don't really even know about yourself until you have some reflection and can reflect with other people. And I was working in my own office by myself. But my main mantra was, I don't have enough time. And what that does when I'm saying that to myself all day, every day, is I am rushing. I'm a little bit panicked. I am not in a relaxed state. I'm pushing. At the end of the day, I'm exhausted. So that was how I was working before. And I also had a belief that I have to be the worker bee. I'm the one that does the work. I can't trust anyone else. I've heard Mike say, without ever hearing me say it, I can't trust others to do it. I have to do it myself. And I was like, ooh, that's what I say. Francis worked with me to help me see these beliefs that I have, dig into that, and then work to release those. I've gone to the worker bee with not enough time to really being a well-planned person. I had a firm that was me and a part-time person. I now have 5 team members. I think like a firm now instead of an individual producer. I'm able to trust my team members. I'm able to put granular plans in place so I know what we need to be doing every day. So I know I can trust people because I know exactly what they need to be doing. So I don't need to be micromanaging. They just need to hit those numbers. There's lots more, but Francis, would
Thank you
you?
so much. Yes, those results are just mind blowing, and your energy, the shifts. Would you, because today was all about hiring and scaling. And one of the things that we've been layering in all week, not really consciously in the presentation, but just bits and pieces, is the importance of true rest and how all of the components on the mindset and the strategy side really create space in someone's life for really knowing when you're done, resting, how that plays out in taking vacations without being on your computer. And I know that's one of the things that's really shifted for you as well. Would you share a little bit about that?
Sure. That was one that kept coming up in our mindset coach. I don't know how I'm going to go on vacation. And the first year in the program, when my billings just blew up, I basically didn't really go on vacation. I was mostly working. And then the realization, why do all this billing if you're not even going to be able to go on vacation? The mindset work around, I really can tell my clients, I can be honest with them and upfront that I'm going to be offline for the week. I have team members in place that are supporting me and making things happen while I'm out. I've got plans in place so that I can have email campaigns going while I'm out of the office. So it was a mindset of believing that I can and then putting the plans in place to execute that. And I took 2 nice long vacations this summer with my family, and I'm still on track.
Fantastic. Is there anything else that you'd like to share that I'm not thinking to ask?
Just around the metrics, I don't know if that's what you're talking about today, but the critical number has been both for mindset and just for business. That's something that I wasn't doing before working with TRU. I didn't know my critical number. And that really allows you to relax into knowing that you're on track. It allows you to not get so upset when a deal doesn't go through. It's a lot less judgment, or as we all say in the program, more data, no drama. You just keep working the numbers, and you're not on the roller coaster ride that you are without them. There's no surprises. And that the numbers have actually really helped me on my consistency, which is everything in sales. Just chipping away at it every day, having consistent activity makes a huge difference.
When you started, and I don't know the answer to this, Jill, so this isn't a leading question. Because when you started with us, you were pretty much a solo operator, right? Was your intent when you started to look for a way to grow and scale? Was it to grow your revenue?
It was to grow my revenue. Yeah, I didn't have any intention of
Say that again. I had no intention. I want people to hear that because they see it as this, the way we were all brought up in recruiting, hiring is a purgatory sentence, right? It's just like, it's misery. So just from a mindset perspective, because you talked about it, and I go, if I remember early, Jill was just about, let's optimize my time, my effort, my billings, and my client type. And then, because we see this time and again, and it evolved to, oh, now I can see a path to grow a team where it's not going to be a burden to me. Talk a little bit to that shift.
Yeah, initially I set a revenue number that I wanted to hit, and I never would have believed I could do more than that number. I thought that was a big number, and then moved that up. But that was individual production. But then I started to hire team members to support me. And yeah, that shift to thinking like a firm and knowing I can deliver for my clients as a firm, not just as an individual. Yeah.
Having developed a team, when you in that process early on where you're developing them, there might have been a little bit of a period of working harder, but was it more of a pain to have people, or is it more, do you have more freedom now that you've delegated some of that stuff?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I have more freedom. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm able to deliver more for clients and free up my time.
Like you
So,
said,
yeah.
taking those vacations, which you wouldn't have in the past.
Or I would have just worked during. Yeah. So.
It's like, I found like when I started that transition myself, the things I loved doing when I was sitting at my desk, if I got a call and I was at a lake house, were the most annoying thing. Get off the beach or get out of the water. And oh, I got a 1 o'clock, go in the house, watch my family in the water.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
remember one summer, I'm like, I'm not doing this next summer. I'm going to figure out a way not to do this next summer. Yeah, I think because those are the key things. One, your huge revenue growth. One, you actually, even in this interview, there's just this calm that when you and I met, I remember there was that like, just that, all right, we're on a call, but I got to make calls.
I was in a hurry, Mike.
You were always in a hurry. Thank you, Jill, so much. Congratulations on your success. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for investing your time to share with these folks this afternoon.
Sure. You bet. Thank you.